Hey guys, what's up? Plastic Guy here, coming back with another figure review, and today we're taking a look at another Batman. It's Batman from the animated series, and this is one, if not my favourite version of Batman. One of my favourite Batman films is Mask of the Phantasm. It was my favourite as a kid, and I hadn't then watched it for years, and I kind of thought to myself, there's no way that this film could still hold up. And late last year I rewatched it, and yeah, it's top 2 easy for me. I mean, I'd say Batman Begins is probably my favourite, and then it's Mask of the Phantasm. It is such a good film. The TV show is just as good. I mean, if you're wanting some Batman content and you've not seen the old animated series episodes, you need to check them out. It is peak Batman, and I needed to pick up a figure of this version of Batman. I had been looking for quite a while, maybe last year or the year before, and I couldn't really get any for a good price. But after kind of watching a lot more of the show during lockdown and some of the animated films, I bought a lot of the animated films on DVD, like Sub-Zero with Mr. Freeze and Mask of the Phantasm, the Harley Quinn one. There was a lot of good ones. There's a lot of Batman animated movies which are good, but kind of the standoutish ones for me was when Batman looked like this. It was very nostalgic, and yeah, as I said, they still hold up, so I needed this in figure form, and finally I managed to pick this figure up on eBay the other week for a great price, and he's finally arrived, so I finally want to take a closer look at him here on the channel. So before we do, guys, let me know down in the comment section below what your thoughts are on the Batman animated show, what your thoughts are on Mask of the Phantasm, because a lot of folk do hold the show, the animated films, in high regard, but I'd still say they're underrated. When kind of Batman is in the mainstream, a lot of folk talk about like the Dark Knight trilogy and things, but the best Batman is this one right here, and more folk need to acknowledge that. Like, come on, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. While you're down there, if you could do me a massive favour, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And yeah, let's take a closer look at this figure. And so here is the figure as they arrive from eBay, no accessories or anything like that. But yeah, I wanted to show him like this because it's kind of hard to get him to stand, and he looks a wee bit kind of squinty. I don't know, the knees, the joints in the knees are really loose, so it takes a wee bit of playing around with to get him standing up straight. But he looks good. There's not really too much to this figure. The head sculpt looks ace. I mean, they've absolutely perfected that from the show. Looks really good. I wish I had the McFarlane Batman animated series figure to compare, because I think that thing looks awful. I really hate the look of the McFarlane animated series Batman. It just does not look anything like Batman from the show to me. I think this one looks a lot better. Not really too much to capture, so they capture it really well here. The logo, spot on. The cowl looks spot on. I love how it's dark blue on this side, and then you've got the black on this side, and yeah, it's scuffed up. Obviously this is a bit of a second-hand figure, but it doesn't bother me too much. It's Batman, he's going to be in the wars, and so yeah, it's scuffed up, but you know, I got this for cheap. I finally have this figure in the collection. I don't really mind. So yeah, there are the odd marks here and there, but yeah, he looks good. Once again, I really love the Batman logo on this figure, and it's done so well, really nicely sculpted on there. Really not much articulation. I mean, nothing here. Doesn't even move. Oh, spoke too soon. It was just a wee bit cut. It's wee bit stuck, the cut here, but yeah, moves left and right. Nothing up here, but you can get the arm moving outways. There we go. It's a bit stiff going on. Should probably heat it up before I move it around so much, but yeah, you can move it out, up and down. Single joint in the elbow. Get the wrist moving backwards and forwards, rotate that round as well. The legs are going to kick forward, backwards and out the way. Single jointed knee, which as I said is really loose, and you can get the ankle moving backwards and forwards, and it pivots as well. So yeah, the articulation's pretty weak, but do I really need much more than this? It looks the part, and I think that's the main thing for this version of the character anyway. I think Batman can get away with a lot of vanilla poses, and I'm happy with it. Articulation is not great, but I think the sculpt is. I think this figure is really sold on the sculpt. It looks the part. The colours are awesome. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. There's not really too much more to say, so let's compare him to some other Batman figures. So yeah, now that I've got Batman, I'm probably going to need to pick up that animated series Joker, and I'm not going to lie, in my year of searching for one of these at a good price, I came across a lot of animated series Joker figures, so they're definitely out there. Must be pretty easy to pick up, especially for a good price. They were always at around £20, so it might be a figure that I pick up in the future. But this is one of my favourite Joker figures here, so I thought I would put them next to one another, and he looks really good. I think both of these guys work well together, and I could definitely take some photos from Instagram with these two figures and have it working pretty well. So yeah, really happy with that. I think they go pretty well, and let me know if you have this Joker figure. I really just love the look of it, and I'm happy that it goes with this animated Batman. For a quick Batman comparison, we have this DC Icons Batman, which we took a look pretty recently at on the channel, so I did want to compare these two, especially because this was just a weird scale, this Batman figure, and yeah, that proves itself again. He's just a weird scale next to the animated series Batman, a bit smaller, proportions are just all off. Yeah, this is a weird Batman figure, this one here. It looks great, but if it was just that bit bigger, it would be so much better. And speaking of bigger, here is the McFarlane Robert Pattinson Batman figure, and yeah, I just can never get into the McFarlane scale. It's always just a bit too big for me, and going back to their animated Batman figure, the proportions look horrible. I just really can't stand it. And yeah, I just wanted to put a McFarlane Batman next to this one to get an idea of how much bigger those figures are. And yeah, I really hope we get some cool Batman figures from McFarlane soon. I have the Hush Batman pre-ordered, and I think it's actually been shipped today. I'm sure I got an email, so I'll definitely be posting that video soon if I haven't already put it up. That is a McFarlane Batman figure that I do like the look of. And then for another animated show Batman, I can't actually remember the name of this show. I think it's like Batman and his Super Friends, something like that. I'm not familiar with the show at all, but in my hunt for Batman figures, I came across this one a couple times, and I just always really liked the look of him. I think he looks really cool. Just a classic Batman. Articulation is trash, but I just like the sculpt. I think it looks really good. I don't know why, but I've just always taken a liking to it. Really like the logo, the colours, the belt and everything. I think it works really well, and so yeah, I do love this Batman figure, even though it's just super simple. I don't know why I love it, but I do. And yeah, he is from a Batman show. I just can't remember the name, and so I wanted to show him off in this video. I was going to make a video just solely looking at this guy, but I think it'd be a pretty quick video. There's not much to him, and I thought I'd show him off here. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this figure. Remind me of the show down in the comments section, and let me know if the show is any good or not. If you've seen the program, then yeah, let me know your thoughts. How does it compare with the new animated series? It would be good to know, because I do love the look of this guy. I love this figure, so I probably should check out the show at some point. So yeah, they actually look pretty cool next to one another, pretty similar, but I think it really shows how much more it pops. The fact that this animated show figure has the dark blue on the front of the cape rather than the black that we see here. It kind of all blends in, but this just pops, especially with the yellow contrasting with it. Such a good decision. And then last but defo not least, we have animated series Batman next to the spectacular animated show Spider-Man figure. And both of these figures are awesome, and both of these shows are incredible. And I just wanted to put these two next to one another because, I mean, what a crossover it would be. But The Spectacular Spider-Man show is just some of the best Spidey content. The animated series Batman show is some of the best Batman content, and so pairing these two up is just a no-brainer, and I would love to see a show, a cartoon where this happens, or even a comic where they compare these two characters. It would be awesome, and I think that these two figures look great next to one another. And so there we have it for this animated series Batman figure. I don't think there's too much more to say. I really wanted a Batman figure that depicted that version of the character, and I'm really happy with this one here. I think it would be a lot better if it had a better range of movement, but I think I could probably say that about every single Batman figure that I have in my collection. There's really no Batman figure that I own that really comes close to some of the articulation you get on the likes of Marvel Legends. Marvel Legends being my main collection, I don't think there's a Batman figure I have that is up to the same standard as that. Yeah, a lot of them have fantastic sculpts and the sculpting is there, it looks quality, it looks as good as some of the Marvel Legends sculpts, but when it comes to range of movement, I really think I'd probably have to get like a premium figure. I'd need to pay a premium price to get a Batman that has like a great ab crunch and you can get him into some crazy poses. So range of movement, I'm not too bothered about. I think Batman looks good in a vanilla pose, and this Batman figure right here looks excellent, and I'm really stoked with it. Let me know what you guys think of the figure down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of the show down in the comment section below as well. And while you're down there, guys, as always, if you could do me a massive favour and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'll leave the link to my Instagram in the description below, so feel free to check that out. And feel free to hop on over to the channel page as well and check out any of my other videos. There are a lot more figure reviews, a lot more Batman videos over there, so it'd mean a lot if you could check that out. And it means a lot that you've watched this video right here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll catch yous on the flip-flop later. Cheers.